22-year-old Cole Schmidtnick had to leave an Appleton pharmacy earlier this year without an inhaler because insurance wouldn't cover it and he couldn't pay the high out-of-pocket cost. A few days later, he died after a severe asthma attack. Senator Tammy Baldwin launched an investigation into high prices of inhalers. Our own Dan Hagan spoke with her in Wausau today and has more.
The story about Cole is unfortunately not a unique one. Today, Senator Tammy Baldwin met with healthcare professionals here in Wausau to discuss bringing down healthcare costs as well as saving some lives. It's a painful decision that Jeff Todd sees all the time.
It's a choice between medicine or food on the table.
Todd is the manager of the First Presbyterian Free Clinic in Wausau. Asthma is one of the most common conditions that the clinic sees, and Todd says inhaler prices put families in danger.
If you're paying for even partial for your inhalers, if they can bring the cost down, it'll be a wonderful. It really will.
Senator Tammy Baldwin hosted a round table about holding big drug companies accountable. Less than 3 months after Senator Baldwin launched an investigation into the 4 major manufacturers of inhalers, 3 of the companies have made commitments to cap the out-of-pocket costs of their inhalers at $35 for patients at the pharmacy counter.
The bottom line is, if you're low income and you have a child with asthma, you need access to a daily inhaler and at least one, and emergency rescue inhalers for flare-ups. And that cost should never be out of reach.
Baldwin said there's still more work to be done.
We often see, things that are increased annually or sometimes shockingly doubling or tripling in price with no real explanation. And that's because the system is so opaque. There's no transparency there. That's what we need to gain to change this for everyone.
Baldwin also helped pass the Inflation Reduction Act to bring down the cost of prescription drugs for seniors. That law allows for Medicare to negotiate lower prices, with costs expected to come down starting in 2026. Todd appreciates the senator's efforts in lowering healthcare costs, even if it's little by little.
That's really what the senator's doing here. They're sort of chipping away at this gargantuan system, healthcare system and pharmaceutical system that is really getting priced out of the market for many people. They just can't afford their medication.
Todd also mentioned that it's a worthy investment to bring down costs of things like inhalers and insulin because those sorts of things prevent a costly emergency room visit. Reporting in Wausau, Dan Hagan, Newswatch 12.